Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be doing this setup. I'm actually working with a repeat client, and it was kind of last minute. She reached out to me she paid her the money that Monday for a Friday setup, and I had the color, so I didn't mind doing it. Again, it was a repeat client, so I was like, sure, no problem at all. So it was two photos actually on this, or two canvas on this wall, and they took one down because she didn't have a backdrop. We was actually planning to use the outdoor area, which is under a tent, but that was not we were not able to use that. So I'm using a nail on the wall, and they also allowed me to use Scotch tape on the wall as well. And I am tying my clusters neck to neck. The colors will be listed in the description box. They were chrome silver. I did white inside, white number 29 by Gemar is like a pearl white, and then I did pale blue inside, pearl white by Qualatex. But everything will be listed in the description box. So as I am adding it on, I am adding my rate points depending on where I want my shape to be and how I want it to look. So right now I am doing the H method behind this look, and I will bring you guys up close to see exactly what that look like and how I add my duct tape over top of the Scotch tape so it does not rip off. So that way it doesn't rip off. So I don't put the duct tape directly on the wall, of course. I only use the Scotch tape on the wall. So here I am still adding in, this is a cluster 8 balloons, but I used 2 large balloons, 2 16-inch balloons, 17, 18, 19, depending on the brand. So using those, and I'm just going in. I did have a plan of what I was going to do, kind of, sort of. But when I got there, we just had so many hiccups. I had to leave and go get tape because I thought I had my Scotch tape on my bed, but somehow, I think my daughter was playing with it, you guys. I'm going to blame her. I had to go and leave and go to Lowe's to pick up more tape. So that was like 30 minutes. Even though it was 15 minutes away, it was 30 minutes. And I was still early, but, I don't know. Just so many bumps in the road. I was so annoyed because first we didn't know we was going to set up because we wasn't going to be in the area we thought we was. And I had an idea for that particular wall. And then we had to use this area with where the lamps and photos was there, everything was there, and then I was like, I just want to get this done and over with at this point. It still came out really, really nice, but I was just ready to get everything over with. But you guys know I basically add everything using neck to neck of the balloon, and right here I'm adding another rake point at the top to secure the design. And I didn't add any more at the bottom on the wall. The rest of the red points I left was for the floor, mainly because I didn't want to put too much on the wall, and as long as it was a red point on the floor, then the garland wouldn't have moved anywhere. So that's why I didn't add any more red points. Those was the only two I did, and then we still had the nail where I used, because if it's a nail there, like, why not? I used to add a 261. So now I'm just going in, adding my different points. And here, if you guys see my last video, we talked about the quad and me adding the quad at the bottom to do that finished look. In this setup, I did do adding in a cluster in between those quads to finish it off. So as you see in the front, I didn't do any ray points, so everything will be lifting up at this point. I wanted to make sure I knew where I was going to keep the design before I started to add the ray points on the floor. So, but what I was saying was, the quads, when I do the quads right next to each other, I think in this setup, I will be showing you guys me adding in maybe another quad in between that, or a cluster of 6. I can't remember which one I did. So it will stay filled in. So as you see, I just moved the design over just a little bit, just so everything. And this was just mainly going to be like a photo backdrop for them to take pictures in front of. I could have actually extended the top part a little bit because it was just kind of there. in my opinion. It's just like I didn't really pay it no mind until I took pictures afterwards a little later. I think it was after I left too, and I was like, ugh, like I could have maybe added some clusters on the side to kind of extend it out a little bit, made it more of, I think it would have looked, the shape would have been a little bit better if I did that. But yeah, so now I'm starting to add my ray points at the bottom. I didn't do the 4H method. I'm sure I just did one piece of tape, and here I am adding in a quad of balloons in between those other two quads so we can close in that gap a little bit. And I'm adding in my 5 inches now. And if you guys have any questions on anything I do, please don't hesitate to put it in the comment section. I try to reply to all comments if I can. Most of the times I can. So yeah, leave a comment. Don't forget to like, please. It helps a lot. Like that video right now and subscribe if you like the videos and would like to see more. I did have the clear Bobo balloons, which I ended up adding because I already had pre-inflated them at home, so I just thought that would be a really nice touch on these colors, since it was kind of giving like their frozen theme. I figured the clear bubbles, which I have a lot of in the house, I'll be trying to use as much inventory as I can get, especially if it's going to add a little extra to different setups like these. And she loved it. So that was the first thing she texted me, like, I love the clear balloons. So it was perfect. And I didn't use a lot of them. I had them in the 10-inch, I want to say, and 10 and 7-inch balloons. So not the large ones. I do have the large ones, but I only use those sizes for this setup because I wasn't trying to do too much. And I think I did go in. Did I spray the chrome? I think I did go in and spray the chrome with some high shine. You guys know that chrome, depending on where you're at in the temperature, it will start to oxidize faster than, you know, your basic colors. So here I am tying in, or did I do these with 260? So I used 260 to tie in the Bobo balloons, but when I did these smaller ones, I used neck to neck, and I tied these. So this was something I did different. For the smaller ones, I tied them directly to a neck on those 5-inch balloons, which I thought it was a really, really good idea because it kind of like enhanced the detail a little bit more. Anytime you put like a detail next to another detail, so if you was to put like a floral right next to like 5 inches, it kind of just create more detail inside detail, if that makes sense. But this is the final setup, you guys. This is how everything came out. Again, I didn't have a lot of the clear balloons, but I thought it was just enough for this setup. I didn't need too much. But yeah, this is everything, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next video. Please let me know. Well, never mind. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.